Good morning, children. Today you will read chapter Force and Pressure. I will summarize the chapter. Okay. Firstly, you should know what is force. Push or pull on an object is called force. Or when you lift an object, when you kick an object, that is also force. The effect of forces are: first, force can change the state of rest or motion of an object. If an object is at rest, by applying force we can bring the object in motion. Similarly, if an object is in motion, by applying force we can bring it at rest. Force can change the shape and size of an object. All of you have seen that your mother makes chapati from the dough. By applying force on the dough, she can change it in chapati. Similarly, when you brush your teeth, you take the paste by applying force. You have seen the potter can make pots of different shapes from the kneaded clay by applying force. So, in all these examples, you have seen that force can change the shape and size of an object. Now, you should know about the speed of the object. If the force is applied in the same direction of the motion, then the speed of object will increase. And if the force is applied in the opposite direction of motion, then the speed will decrease. So, by applying force, the speed of an object can be increased or decreased. Force can also change the direction of motion of an object. You must have seen when a ball comes to the batsman can change the direction of ball by applying force. So, all these are the effects of forces. Now, you should know about the types of force. There are mainly two types of forces: contact force and non-contact force. Contact force is a force which comes into play when there is a physical contact between the two objects. Like when you lift your school bag and you put it at the back, there is contact between you and the bag, and this force is applied by your muscles. So, muscular force, which is applied by the human being and by the animals to carry out different activities, is called contact force. Muscular force is an example of contact force. Many animals like horse, ox, or camel, they pull the cart with the help of their muscles. So, this force is applied by their muscles and it is called contact force, and it is muscular force. Muscular force is a type of contact force because there is physical contact between the object and the animals or human being. In the Arctic region, you will see the reindeers carry the sledges. The passengers sit on the sledges and the reindeers, they pull the sledges with the help of their muscles. That is also example of contact force. Now, next type of contact force is frictional force. When you roll a ball on the horizontal surface, the ball covers some distance and after that it stops. How it comes to rest? Due to frictional force. When the two surfaces are moving against each other, then between the two surfaces a force comes into play which opposes the motion of the object. It is called frictional force. Frictional force acts in the opposite direction of motion of the object, and this frictional force depends upon roughness of the surface. If the surface is rough, then more frictional force acts on it. You will read about friction in detail in the next chapter. So, yet now you have seen that contact force is of two types. First one is muscular force and second one is frictional force, in which there is physical contact between the two objects and then the force comes into play. Next type of force is non-contact force. There are three types of non-contact forces. First one is gravitational force. All of you must have seen when a fruit ripens in the tree, it always falls on the ground. It never goes to upward direction because in the earth there is a gravitational force, there is a pull force. The earth attracts all objects towards itself. This happens due to pull force of the earth. This pull force of the earth is called gravitational force. It was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton when he was sitting under an apple tree. Okay, so this gravitational force is a force exerted by the earth. It is a pull force and it is a type of non-contact force because there is no physical contact between the fruit and the apple. So this is non-contact force. Next type of non-contact force is magnetic force. All of you have read in the previous class about the magnet. A magnet can attract